This is Teddy Talks, and today's guest is Gigi Hadid. Welcome, Gigi.
Welcome to me and to you, to IMG Models in Paris. We're here at the
office. When you're not modeling, I mean, we've seen you in almost every magazine. You're on the cover of Teen Vogue this month, which is really exciting.
Thanks.
You're also on the cover of Vogue Spain.
True.
What are these experiences
Crazy.
like for you when you see them?
I remember when I was shooting, when I was on set of Spanish Vogue, and I was shooting the cover. It's really weird because on set, literally when you're shooting the cover, they put the Vogue logo on the top of the picture in front of you, like obviously so the creative team can decide if that would be a good cover. And it's really weird, like especially when it's your first Vogue cover, because you're like peeing yourself inside, but you have to like look like, oh no, it's so cool, no, it's fine. And also you don't want to jinx yourself and be like, oh my god, yay, and they're like, don't get excited, honey, it sucks, you know. So you kind of
would ever say that to you?
Well, I'd hope not when you're trying to get a Vogue cover, but so one of the photo assistants turned to me and was like, would this be your first Vogue cover? And I was like, yeah, how'd you know? And he was like, because I could see the way your eyes lit up when the Vogue logo went on the top of the picture. So that was kind of cool. I felt like there was a moment.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge
But then
moment.
seeing like the actual thing, it's always hard, you know, when you feel like a photo shoot went really well and then sometimes the pictures come out and you're like, I feel like that's not how the picture looked when I was shooting it. But I was definitely happy with my cover, and I love Benny Horn so much, the photographer.
Yes.
And so yeah.
How do you're so strong and so resilient,
Right.
How do you keep going?
Right. Well, I think just like being okay with rejection, like you just have to learn that like you can't take it personally. You can't, and that's what I try. Like I get so sad when my friends, you know, take it really harshly when they don't get a show, or something along those lines, because I just tell them like, it's not you. Like if they wanted a taller, skinnier brunette girl, they're not going to want me in their show. If they're putting me in the show, the designer wants to either fill out the clothes, or maybe like my face or body type is part of the, like, similar to the inspiration of the show. Let's say like Max Mara, it was Marilyn Monroe. Corinne Reutfeld, you know, saw Marilyn Monroe in me, you know, looks wise. And I think that like, so for those things, you have to realize why you're in the shows. You're in the shows for a reason. And I think that you kind of have to break it up and be like, hey, well, why are they putting me in the show? And then for those reasons, they're not going to put you in other shows. And that's just one example. I mean, it goes for shoots and all that stuff too, but yeah.
What's one of your most memorable shoots to date, other than your first Vogue cover, even prior to that?
Stephen Meisel. Anything with Stephen Meisel is memorable. I love him to death. I think he's one of the most amazing people I've ever met, just because he's Stephen Meisel, obviously, but you can tell he's such a pro because he gets the shot in 10 minutes once the lighting's set, or less, usually. He wants to know your favorite snack, and he has it next to you, and he wants to know if you want to rest every 2 frames, and he's just so kind and so humble for being someone that's so beyond this world, and I just really appreciate every time I get to work with him.